I think we're recording. Yes. So welcome everyone. It's Erin Postal here, and we are here for our Ageless Rebels product training here. And I have the pleasure tonight of just spending a few minutes with you going through some of our key products that help you age gracefully and in a way that's going to make you feel proud. So when I was thinking about this the other day, I thought, how do I want to feel? I'm 47. How do I want to feel when I'm in my 50s, in my 60s, in my 70s? My goal is to hit 100 and hit 100 with lots of lean muscle and mobility and energy. And we're going to talk tonight a little bit about some things that you can do to support your body nutritionally so that you can age in a way that makes you feel fantastic. So for those who don't know, we have a group cleanse starting on October 15th. And I know you've been seeing these pictures floating all around Facebook, and you can see some of them here in this image. And we have people here who are fighting aging, and we're calling them our Ageless Rebels. And we have lots of people in our team, myself included, that really are proud of how they're aging. They actually feel like they look younger now than they did in their before pictures. So you can see some of our pictures here of Jason Major and Mary, Rhonda and Darren Sampson, Michelle. We've got some Ageless Rebels in our team, and we want to just educate all of you and invite you to join us on October 15th. So before we get into the meat and potatoes of tonight, I want you to know that, you might hear some stories. I'm going to tell you guys my stories. You might hear some information about income, transformations, and really we can't make any medical claims, and just know that with anything in life, it takes hard work, it takes dedication, and none of our products treat, cure, or diagnose any diseases. So the body's the miracle, the body does the healing. What we do is just provide great nutrition. So we're going to talk a little bit about that, and I wanted to just go through that for you. So let me ask you this question. It was kind of the question that I asked myself when I turned 40. And the question was, am I living my ideal life? And I think when you turn 40, there's like that moment, right? Because you can't really, I guess, define yourself really as a youth once you hit your 40s. And you can kind of play with it in your 20s and in your 30s. But once you hit 40, it's like, I think it's an epiphany. For me, it was. And I remember I had a mirror in my laundry room. I don't know why. I didn't put it there. It was there from the owners before. And I reached across to go and put the laundry soap in the laundry. And I noticed my arm. And I was starting to get that arm hang. And I realized, oh my goodness, I'm like 40. And I looked at myself in that mirror and I saw that arm and I thought, I'm not ready to go down. I am not ready to define myself as old. I'm not ready to start aging in this way. And I still feel young, but I want to be at my best through my 40s and 50s. And that was the moment I made a decision to really take a look at Isagenix and this program. And it really transformed my life. I've been using these products for 7 years. Not only have I been able to transform my physique, but I've been able to help thousands of other people to have more energy, to build more muscle, to feel amazing. And I want to help you guys with that if that's what you're looking for. So the question that I asked myself back then 7 years ago, was I living my ideal life? Absolutely not. I was exhausted, I was overweight, and I was not feeling very youthful. So let me ask you that question on a scale of 1 to 10. How happy are you with your health, with your mood, with your energy, with the income that you have? And if it's not an 8, 7, 8, 9 on 10, what are you doing about it? And maybe, and just maybe, this could be an option for you. And that, again, was a question I said to myself, what if this is what I've been looking for? So right now in the US, we have 69% of North Americans that are considered overweight. And all you have to do, guys, I'm just going to shut my door. All you have to do is go to a theme park, go to the shopping mall and look around, and you will see with your own eyes the state of our health, and it's not very pretty. And so what we have here is a solution for that. We have a big anti-aging market. We have a lot of people who are aging and they want to do it well. They're spending money, $331.41 billion. Like, think about how many, that's a lot of money by 2021. People are investing in their health and they're investing in healthy aging. And we believe we have a great solution here. So one of the things too, as you're getting older and as you're aging, you're probably thinking about more freedom. Back in the day, everybody had a pension, people retired, and that's just how it went. Well, nowadays, a lot of people are aging and they don't have that safety net. They don't have that extra income. And so I want you to imagine how many people you know that maybe would invest in the anti-aging market, that maybe want to age well. They're spending that money anyhow. And what if you could help them with that, and then in return create some extra spending cash for yourself, so that you can maybe work less or travel more. So, Jessica, I'm on a Zoom. Anyhow, so Isagenix is what we're talking about here, that converges both of those things, the desire to be healthy and the desire for extra income. We're a company built on integrity with a vision to impact world health. And this is our building. And I think, Sarah, I think you're at home, but you're not in this building right now. But beautiful Arizona. It was so impressive to see this beautiful building and go in there and tour it around. So if you are in Arizona, if you are visiting, pop down for a tour. You're going to be blown away. So as I mentioned, we have solutions. And when I first got started on that day when I was 40, it was mostly weight wellness and it was vitality. That's what I was looking for. And as I evolved, I got started in performance, financial wellness, and so many other people do as well. So right now, I want you to think about these different solutions and which one fits for you. So I'm going to kind of pass it over to our guest tonight, because this is her expertise, is talking about our solutions and what Isagenix can do to help you. So I'm going to bring out Sarah Richter, and she works as a manager of nutrition education at Isagenix. So what a fun job. She gets to educate people on nutrition. She's worked with the company since 2011. Actually, that's the same amount of time as I have. I haven't worked for them, but we've been on this journey the same amount, Sarah, which is kind of neat. Fun fact. She's on our research and science team. She's got her bachelor's and her master's degree in science in nutrition communication. And she helps educate the field. And that's why I thought, okay, I want to educate our team and our guests on healthy aging. And Sarah's the best person for the job because she's such an eloquent speaker, and this is her jam. She knows her stuff. So thank you, Sarah, for taking time out and being here with us.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you. And I think just housekeeping, I think you need to unshare and then I'll share screen.
You betcha.
Right. Okay.
All right. So
there we go.
I'm going to take it from here. And a big shout out to all our guests, guys. A big hello to everyone. Good to see you guys. So Sarah, you have control.
Okay. Let me see. All right. And thank you. Thank you for having me. Always love to join the Isagenix peeps and talk about our great products. So, and I commend you for this group and this call. I'm 34, so I'm not there in the 40s yet, but how you age and how we support ourselves is very much on my mind. And that's funny that you said how, like when you hit 40, you can't be young. I'm already like, oh my gosh, I'm 34, I'm turning 35. I'm no longer in my mid 30s, am I? So it's happening, and it very much matters how we feed ourselves. And that's why I'm here with Isagenix, is the nutrition. And hopefully that's what, anybody listening or with Isagenix also realizes, that's what we have, is we have nutrition that can fit the needs and support multiple people. And, the thing about nutrition, and I think most of us could agree that it absolutely plays into how we feel, how we look, how we age, our skin health, our hair health, all of it. So it's such a big deal. And, textbook nutrition, I know it pretty well. And I think most people kind of do too. It's not that we don't know how to eat healthy or to eat how to support our best lifestyle. It's that we don't have the tools to execute it. And I think that's where the disconnect is for people, is they need nutrition, they need food, they need nutrients, tools that help make it easy. And really what I've come to love and respect so much and see value in Isagenix is that that's really what we do, is we make achieving a great healthy diet and a very targeted healthy diet that can support multiple facets or lifestyles as we see on this slide here, but has the tools to successfully help people implement and execute how to eat for their best health, depending on who you are. So we have something very powerful here, whether you're just going to use the products and benefit in your own life for your own nutrition and health, or you're going to, use the products, but also share them and build a business. You have a great product line here that you can, bring a lot of value to for a lot of people. So we'll just kind of give a big overview of our core foundation products, because even though we do have these categories or different lifestyle goals, if you will, to help people realize what products are best for them, what regimen, there's kind of a foundation to all these solutions or these different categories. And really, it's because at the end of the day, we're all human. So we do have some very basic needs when it comes to nutrition and getting the best nutrients for health. But then it's those slight differences that then we can customize and personalize. And Isagenix offers that too. As we're going to see, there's so many ways you can personalize your Isagenix protocol. But at the foundation, there's a core that we all can benefit from. So that's why you'll see overlap. Somebody that's going for weight wellness or weight loss, they're actually going to be using pretty similar products to somebody going for healthy aging or vitality, well-being. Performance, of course, that's a different animal with athletes, but there's even still some overlap and same product usage. It's just how exactly somebody uses the products as to how they really support them. So core products that then we'll go over, if I can get my slides to work. 1 second. Okay. So starting with one of our foundational products to Isagenix is Cleanse for Life. And now Cleanse for Life really is made for cleanse days, which we'll talk about high level here, but there's plenty of opportunity for you to really dig in if you are interested, and I hope you are, because Cleanse for Life is made for our cleanse days. And cleanse days with Isagenix it's an intermittent fasting protocol, but instead of just plain fasting, it's nutritionally supported fasting. And it's a protocol that's exclusive to Isagenix. And in fact, we've been doing it since 2002. The company started with this system of shake days and cleanse days, which are still core to what we do, especially when it comes to weight loss and weight wellness, but also healthy aging. But through cleanse days and through Cleanse for Life, which is your main form of nourishment or nutrition on your cleanse days, you are supporting your metabolism. You're supporting your detoxification. And we do actually have some science for this as far as detoxification support, is that Isagenix, the system, our cleanse days, our shake days, Cleanse for Life, which is a big part of cleanse days, does help support fat loss. And toxins are stored in our fat cells. So we have to lose fat. And it really doesn't matter how much or how little fat you have. We do all have, science has clearly established that most people have stored toxins, or all people have stored toxins in their fat cells. So you have to disrupt the fat cells so you can release the toxins and, metabolize, excrete, get rid, detoxify. And so Cleanse for Life on cleanse days helps in this process, because you're fasting, you're not eating, you're allowing your body to, go into the fat stores and get those, fat cells into gear and working and burning, basically burning fat. You follow that with your shake days, which is, nutrient dense, protein rich meal replacements that further help your body metabolize and just normal functioning, everyday detoxification, if you will. You're also flooding your body with vitamins, with minerals, with targeted plant extracts or plant actives that are also supporting. So it's really a systematic approach to helping you keep your metabolism where it needs to be, and with the right foods, the right nutrients, and the right amounts, but then also helping your body shed this fat so then it can also shed stored toxins. And, because Cleanse for Life is such a pillar to our cleanse days, and it also can be taken every day though too. Cleanse for Life at its core, what it is, it's a functional beverage in that it's providing very targeted functional ingredients. And these ingredients are coming from plants. So the main ingredients are aloe and peppermint. There's berries in there for antioxidant support, bilberry, blueberry, raspberry. There's turmeric, there's fennel, there's burdock root. So it's a great botanical plant mix. I call it, it's my tea that I have. I call it tea on steroids. It's not that it has steroids, don't get me wrong there, no steroids, but I call it that because I drink drink mine like a tea, and I know that it's so much more than tea. It's much more functional or more supportive beverage. So that's what Cleanse for Life is. Again, great for cleanse days, or is your main form of nourishment on cleanse days, but also because of its great ingredients, you can have it any day just as a functional beverage and for the support you get. Now, another pillar that we have, of course, is our shakes or our meals. Isoline Shake, which really is our flagship shake, if you will. We do have some other options, which really, Isagenix does a lot of things very well, but meal options, shakes, bars, different protein amounts, different types for dairy, for non-dairy. We have a very strong game here. And Isoline Shake, of course, again, is our kind of our core original shake, but we do have other options for more people and eating styles. But Isoline Shake, it's a meal. It's jam-packed with nutrients. It's just 240 calories. You only need to make it with water, whether it's a shaker cup, whether it's a blender. I'm a blender girl. I like mine thick like a milkshake. But you can also just drink it in a shaker cup on the go. Very convenient, very easy, and it tastes great. All naturally. Isagenix doesn't use any artificial flavors, colors, sweeteners. So they taste great naturally, and really it's the right nutrition. And the thing about meals, and this is, if there's any one Isagenix product that all of us need, it's Isoline Shake, because we all have to eat meals. We do. At our most basic, we need macronutrients, protein, carbs, fat, fiber. We need micronutrients, vitamins, and minerals. And Isoline Shake has a great balance of those nutrients for a meal. And also too, what's important with meals, and whether you're trying to maintain your weight, whether you're trying to age the best you can, it'd probably do us all the most favor to eat less than we do and to not eat really big meals. And I know myself, even as a nutritionist, I've overdone it myself. I think all of us have, where, you just heavy meals, and it could just be lunch. It could be any of your meals, but just feeling kind of bogged down after you have it. You're ready for a nap, getting too full, right? It can be not enjoyable. Whereas Isoline Shake, you have it, you feel nourished, but you don't have that bogged down feeling. You're energized. It's like getting just the right amount that, again, you feel satisfied, you feel full. It's a very filling shake, which is a great thing for a meal. You want it to do that, but it's not too much, obviously. I mean, it's just 240 calories, but you're getting that right balance. 24 grams of protein, 24 grams of carbs, 8 grams of fiber, 6 grams of fat, vitamins, minerals, a perfect meal, really. And again, you cannot beat the convenience, how easy it is, and then also the cost per meal. This shake is less than $5. So that's fast food money. You've got fast food money price for a very nutritious shake, a very nutritious meal that's really going to take you a lot farther than fast food would. So a great meal option. And it doesn't matter whatever your category or goals are. Again, we all need meals. So this shake really does apply in so many ways, whether you use it for 1 meal a day or 2, up to you. But such a powerful thing to have in your nutritional toolbox and your cupboard. It helps you save on food budget. So another core foundational product, and this kind of goes back to the functional beverage side of things with Isagenix, and another one of our great plant active rich products, and that's Ionic Supreme. And Ionic Supreme, the herbal ingredients that are the star here are what is called adaptogens. Adaptogens is just a name that they've given to certain plants and their plant compounds that they act in a similar way. And what they've been shown to do in research is that they help the body handle stress, or how the body internally handles stress. These plant compounds and extracts have been shown that when taken regularly, they can help improve that and help the body better handle it, not maybe get so on a whack from the stressors that we come into contact with every day. That's an important thing, and it's a powerful thing, and it's definitely something that anybody who uses Isagenix loves, and something you can feel. Definitely, I mean, I know myself, and I've heard from others that when they run out of their Ionic Supreme, they're not taking it, they noticed either they're getting, they're just getting more stressed, or they're not feeling that sense of maybe calmness or balance that they have when they're using Ionic Supreme daily. And that's really just how it's meant to be used too, as a daily tonic, if you will, or a daily tea. I like to drink mine warm like tea here too. So however you like to have it, just having it daily. In the morning, in the evening, it is definitely a foundation. All right, then we also have our Complete Essentials nutrient packs, and with Isogenesis, which we'll talk about. But this is a product, and basically what we have here, it's nutrient packs or complete nutrient packs. It's right there in the name, and it's, you know, it is a full spectrum multivitamin, multimineral, so it's covering you there, and more so than say the shakes. The shakes do have vitamins and minerals, but they're more in line with about a third of your day's needs, right? What a meal should be about. Whereas Complete Essentials takes it further in helping you fill in those nutritional gaps. And this is a product, in addition to the shake, this is a product as a nutritionist, I think most people could probably benefit from. Because here's the thing. How many people walk around in their day and know, first of all, what their nutrient needs are on a daily basis, and then can also break down their diet and everything they eat, their meals, and know what they're getting from each, how much more they need in their next meal, and every day accomplish getting what they need? I don't think many people do. So that's why having something like our Complete Essentials that, again, covers you for vitamins and minerals, but not only that, it's providing fish oil, omega-3 fatty acids, EPA and DHA, which are, you know, good to support cognitive health and cardiovascular health. You've got coenzyme Q10, you've got resveratrol, you've got a good amount of vitamin D, vitamin C, you've got tocotrienol. So even more nutrients than you'd even get from just your plain foods, right? So very targeted and specialized nutrients and plant extracts. So very, very good. And again, just to fill in those gaps, have on a daily basis. And these packs are so easy because they fit in your pocket. They've got what you need. And, you know, again, it just helps fill in those gaps, and it makes it very, very easy. So Complete Essentials are definitely one of my favorite products. Now, part of Complete Essentials can come in two different options. You can either get it with or without Isogenesis. And Isogenesis, the product that we're looking at now, this is a very targeted nutraceutical, if you will, in that it really is a formula designed to support a pretty specific thing, and that is oxidative stress, our antioxidant status, and help support that. And this was, you know, put together by John Anderson, our founder, as well as a researcher in telomeres, or really, you know, cellular and genetic health. They put the formula together of all plant actives. Again, we do like our plants at Isagenix. You know, the main ingredient is milk thistle. It's got turmeric. It's got an adaptogen too, like Ionic Supreme. So you're getting, you know, double there or more from both of them. It's got green tea, white tea. It's got just a great, again, plant-based formula to support antioxidant status. And this is one of the products, and we could take all night if we were to talk about all the science behind Isagenix, but this product is one that does have some clinical research, a double-blind placebo-controlled trial that did find the people who were using Isogenesis on a daily basis over the placebo group, they had an increase in activity of a DNA protective antioxidant enzyme called catalase. And catalase is, like I said, known to be DNA or protective, or known as the longevity gene. So increased activity of that is a good thing. So we do have some clinical evidence that yes, Isogenesis does, effectively do what it's designed to do. Another very big part of healthy aging, for sure. Oxidative stress. So, and high quality nutrition. That really, at the end of the day, that's what we're providing. High quality nutrition for as many people as possible. In addition to these cores, or the core products that we just looked at, that I said are in a lot of the different categories, no matter who you are. This slide here, these groups of products, and there's more, this isn't all of them, but this is where you can customize, and you can, depending on who you are, what your goals are, you can, round out your Isagenix protocol. Or implement these. So we've got great snack options, another big part of healthy eating, especially with weight loss or weight maintenance, having good snacks that are filling but not putting you over the edge for calories. Shake boosters. Shake boosters are a great arm of our nutritional products, and this is our first two. I have high hopes for future ones, but right now we've got very specific formulas, and our Shake Booster Heart is targeted for healthy cholesterol management. It's got plant sterols that are shown to support lowering of LDL and total cholesterol when as part of a healthy diet. So it's a great product. Our Immune Shake Booster, a great evidence-based ingredient, beta-glucans. that have good support for supporting immune health. We have our Amped products for those athletes out there that can accomplish nutrient timing, or the benefit of ergogenic aids that there's good evidence around. And ergogenic basically just means improving or enhancing performance and recovery. So we've got a line designed for that. We've got, great energy products, both with caffeine, but also with our natural adaptogens that can have an energizing effect as well. We've got brain support, we've got joint support. We really do have some great targeted support so people can really customize and find the best for them. Now we also have essential oils. Now this is a new area, obviously, for Isagenix, which is just fine. I think it makes sense, as wellness is definitely the air or the space around you, and essential oils have a lot of potential for that. I mean, essential oils have been used in therapies and by different groups and, people for a long, long time. They're all around us, right? In plants, we consume them as they're used in natural flavors and Isagenix products. In fact, there's going to be compounds within certain essential oils that are contributing to a flavor. So, definitely something that's part of our natural world and natural well-being. So I think it's a good move. And I think I really do like, and full disclosure, I'm not an aromatherapist or essential oil expert, though I have studied up quite a lot and I've learned a lot, which has been fun. But I am a nutritionist by trade. But essential oils, I like that we've come out with a nice, the classics or the core of what, really has a lot of benefit and a lot of people like. They're pretty, they're easy to work with, they're easy to learn how to use, and it's not overwhelming. And it is pretty easy. I know myself, and I know it doesn't really show on this slide, but we've got 6 singles and 4 blends. The singles are your classics: lemon, eucalyptus, tea tree, lavender, frankincense, and peppermint. Then we have 4 different blends that are, one supporting air breathing experience, one supporting satisfaction, one supports your immune health. The other supports tummy, your maybe tummy troubles, or just better digestion. And so they're it's nice. It's a nice little set. And again, there is great science behind oils, especially when used in aromatherapy. Because, and what's really cool is that each essential oil, the way or why it works is how the compounds within it can, when we inhale them or when we breathe them, they affect our brain waves. So, and certain different brain waves can have different effects. Brain wave that makes you feel more alert and ready to learn. Of course, then there's feeling very tired or sleepy. So all that's related to brain waves. So essential oils are clearly shown that when we smell them and take them in, they kind of, target these brainwaves and kind of fire them off. So that's why lavender is known to affect our brainwaves that contribute to feeling sleepy. So that's why lavender has a very relaxing effect for people. Peppermint, which has become my favorite, has an uplifting or kind of an energizing effect on our brainwaves when we smell it. So I've really enjoyed it. I think it does make a difference. I know there's a lot of information, a lot of ways that you can use them, which is cool too. I think a lot of people have learned from others and sharing and what works, what doesn't. And just another tool, especially for those of you who are sharing Isagenix, that you have another great high quality product that you can trust, that you can benefit from, but you also have to offer and provide for others. So very good. So I did want to target or talk about real quick, just targeted nutrition for healthy aging. Since Erin and this group, you guys are, talking about healthy aging and focusing on it, I do want to dig down a little bit into how Isagenix really helps you accomplish that. And it really starts with thinking about what are the needs for healthy aging, and for you to, feel your best, look your best as the years go by. What do you need? Well, one of them simply is just maintaining a healthy weight. So weight loss and weight maintenance is a part of healthy aging. So there we have a great system already, which, cleanse days, shake days, but helping you lose the weight if you need to, but then also maintain. But then if we talk about just long-term health and nutrition, and Erin, I know you'd agree with me since we've both been using these products for 7 years and we're still having our shakes. We're still using them in our meals, in our nutritional regimen. And so with aging though, you do want to focus on the right type and amount of protein. And the fun thing about aging is that as we get older, of the things that go down naturally is muscle. And, fat usually goes up. And so to maintain our muscle as we age, it's very important to focus on protein. And, population nutrition studies are starting to show that older adults could probably use better or increased protein. And also how you consume it. Because a lot of people might get enough protein, the right number, but they might be getting most of it all at their dinner. Or they're getting it usually in one meal, maybe two. Whereas the research shows to best support your muscle maintenance, metabolism, even satiety, you want to shoot for an even distribution of protein at each meal and about 20 to 40 grams. So, in that window, and that's why when you look at our isogenic shakes, we've got, shakes that are 24 grams of protein, but then we also have the 36 grams of protein in the Isoline Pro. And that is to serve those populations who need more protein. And now older adults, especially if you're working out, especially if you are lifting weights, strength training, I would recommend with the Isoline Pro going with the 36 grams of protein. And not to say that 24 is, waste, won't do much, but there are studies looking at people or subjects in their 20s and people in their 50s, 60s, and finding that at 20 years old, 20 grams of protein does what it needs to do to kick off muscle building, you're good. But 50, 60 years old, that 20 grams of protein doesn't quite kick off the processes as it did when you're younger. You need more 30 to 40 grams. And then the muscle building process and, just your muscles working, getting what they need, kicks into gear. So 36 grams of protein, getting the right type, the right amount. And as far as type, we do use whey protein in some of our shakes, the Isoline Pro, but we also have the plant-based. So it doesn't matter if you are vegan, vegetarian, you can't have dairy. We do have plant-based versions as well, but we also do have the whey protein, mainly because it's a very superior protein. It's got a great amino acid profile, and it really does best support muscle building and a host of other things. Now, another part of healthy aging, or it's really on the weight loss or weight maintenance, is intermittent fasting. And that would be our cleanse days and using Cleanse for Life to, get the cleanse days, whether it's weekly, whether it's once a month, making that a normal part. And whether you need to lose weight, and also not even about weight loss, intermittent fasting, there's a large body of evidence and research around intermittent fasting, not even having to do with isogenics, just intermittent fasting, and showing that it absolutely supports healthy aging and cardiovascular health, cognitive health. So for sure, it is a nutritional strategy for supporting healthy aging. Absolutely. Now, also, really, there again, coming back to take your pick of what we have to support better aging. And I did already talk about the plant actives that we have with Isogenics, but there's so many that do, again, the complete essentials, getting all the nutrients you need, the isogenesis. We also have a brain support product that is, turmeric is the main ingredient. We also have Amp Nox, which this product, Amp Nox, that's in the corner, that is a dietary nitrate product. So beets, spinach, celery, other plant or fruit and veggie compounds, extracts, they help support nitric oxide production in the body, and that helps support your blood flow. When you're working out, it's great because it does help support endurance and just your oxygen, nutrient delivery to working muscles. But anytime you are supporting that blood flow and that process, you are supporting cardiovascular health, and that is a part of healthy aging. So that's a great healthy aging product. I did mention the Brain Boost, but our sleep support, getting the right sleep, and helping yourself fall asleep faster, be asleep longer, getting that restorative sleep, because that's a huge part. I always can tell when I'm skimping on sleep and how I feel, how I look, and I can only imagine if that goes on year after year, that's not going to be good. So we want to help people get better sleep, and our sleep support spray does that wonderfully. It's a spray sprayed in the mouth. It's melatonin, which has great support for getting people, again, to fall asleep faster and fall asleep longer. And we talked about the heart shake, which again, cardiovascular health is very important. Really, we could talk for days, and I know we're trying to be brief here. And really, this sums it up perfect. However you need to feel better, however you need to be better with your nutrition, with your diet, cleaning it up. If you need to lose weight, if you have goals at the gym, you just want to get healthier, you just want to start somewhere and feeling better. Isogenics can absolutely help. We really do have a solution for just about anyone. And last, before I go, and like I mentioned, we do have science. We do have clinical support. Big thing about that I love about Isagenix, and probably why I'm still here 7 years later, is the commitment to actual independent and scientific research. Having universities and researchers study our products, investigate them, compare them to other systems, not just having one group use Isagenix, but comparing them to the gold standard, a healthy diet, a calorie-restricted diet, and then seeing what the results are. And just the call-outs here are just some of the results, but one study that compared a healthy eating program to Isagenix system, those shake days and cleanse days, found 56% more weight loss, 47% more fat loss, twice as much visceral fat, which visceral fat is a dangerous fat that can build up around our organs. So this is a system that works, really. It does, and it can absolutely help you, and it can help just about anybody you meet. So it's a win-win, whether you're just using the products or you're gonna share the products. I hope you do give it a look. So with that, I think I will pass it back over to Erin.
That's great. Well, Sarah, I was taking all these notes on all these little stickies of little things that I'm going to remind myself of, like 30 to 40 grams of protein per meal. Didn't know that as we age, we actually need more protein to ignite that muscle growth. I love some of the words that you use, like cleanse being a functional beverage. Like that's kind of like wine. And, right, cleanse is the same.
Different function, but yeah.
And I love the word plant extracts, because I think that really describes, like, I can really visualize a plant extract. Can't you guys? That just sounds amazing. Now, the 3 things that you really highlighted for supporting aging was intermittent fasting, protein pacing throughout the day. And what was that third one?
Well, really the plant extracts.
Yeah, okay, the plant extracts. Okay, I just want to really have that in my brain, because we have a lot of people that are curious about how can I age well, so flooding the body with these amazing plants and nutrients. And we always hear about turmeric, and we hear about all these plants, but what I love about Isagenix is it's all in one. And I don't know about you guys, but before I started, I had a whole cupboard full of bottles and half pills and this and that, and it wasn't put together for me. So by the time I would remember to take it, it was usually expired, it was half open, or I'd buy multiple things because I would read an article, go buy it, and then I'd end up throwing it out. And once I really got into this system, I realized, well, I can throw all that stuff out. This is nice and easy. There's less waste, and I know that I'm getting that superior grade. So guys, if you're looking to be an ageless rebel, if you want to age well, like many of us are doing, the intermittent fasting, the protein pacing, and the plant extracts. And we have a system where it's all put together for you. You don't have to think. You just put it in your body, and it goes to work. You don't even have to understand it. And as you do that, guys, people will notice. You will get what I call the glow, the Isa glow. And it's this very unique look that usually about after a month, people drop weight and they have more energy. But I find, and Sarah, I don't know about you and all my friends in here, there's a certain glow that people have when they're healthy and when they're vibrating with all that beautiful plant extracts. And you can see it in their face and in their skin. Do you notice that, Sarah?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. For sure that you can see that. For sure.
Yeah. I really notice in people's faces. I just do. I don't know what it is, but anyhow, so people will notice. They will ask you, and you can share with them. And we have an incredible compensation plan where you can not only earn products for free, you can get cash back, but you can really create some great income on the side, helping your friends and aging well together. So if you want to learn more about any of what we talked about tonight, if you want to talk about what are the packs, how much does it cost, what do I do next, reach out to the person who put you into the event page, who invited you to this, or reach out to me, and we will go through what suits your budget, what suits your goals, because everybody has different goals, and we'll also share with you how you can get some great rebates back. So thank you so much, Sarah. Does anyone have a quick question that they want to ask, a burning question, or anything that you want to say before we let Sarah go? Now's your chance. I didn't know about milk thistle being one of those ingredients in Isagenesis. I was really happy to hear that, because I was speaking with a nutritionist today, and she said, I'd love to give my person this, but I want to make sure they're getting enough milk thistle. And when you said that, I wrote it down and I said, okay, I'm going to reach out and let her know.
Well, and while everybody's thinking too, another way you could say it with the plant extracts, phytonutrients, right? Targeted phytonutrients, right? Phyto means plant. So it's just kind of like plant nutrients, kind of a fancier way to say it, I guess. But
all right, targeted phytonutrients. I learned a lot tonight. Adrienne, you're unmuted, you little rebel. How's it going?
I am a rebel, and I just want to thank Sarah so much for coming on tonight and sharing. We will be sure to get this out to our teammates and prospects. And you shared, I had taken the same notes as Erin, actually, with some of the things that you said and just some of the terminology and protocol, cleansing protocol. And so some great nuggets and great takeaways as we work to help other people age backwards as well.
Awesome.
I love it. Well, thank you so much. I know I'm going to be re-listening to this because there's lots of great stuff. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Sarah. Go enjoy your family. Thanks for putting in some extra time for us. And we see in the chat, thank you. Some thank yous from everybody. That was amazing. I'm going to stop our